All right, guys, stand straight. Wow. All right, quick warm up followed by a nice intense lower leg stretch today. All right, warm up, just jogging on the spot. Let's go. And sprint. Faster, 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 faster. And jogging. And sprint. Go, 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 go. And jogging. And sprint. And jogging. Okay. 5 burpees. Up, sprawl, out. Okay, that's definitely 5. Good. All right. Deep squat, come up. Switching hands. 20. Get your legs nice and warm. Let's fry them. It's only 5 minutes. Let's keep going. Go, go, go. Good, good, good. Last 2. Good. And relax. Water? Okay. Monkey squat. Go down, open, close, come back up. 5 on your own time, yeah? Yeah. Yes. Come down. Yes. And come up. Opening up the hips as we do this. Good. Nice and warm? Okay. Leg lifts. Hands up to the side. Nice and straight. Make sure the standing leg heel stays on the floor. Start out slow. Get higher as you go up. Good. Try and keep the legs straight. Don't worry about the height. Just worry about opening up, yeah? And switch legs. Good. Good. Same hand, same leg, circling around. All right, slapping with the outside of your foot. 10, and then switch. Simone, you can bring your hand down a little bit if you need to. Yeah. That's it. Belt. Switch when you've done about 10. Good. Good. Same hand stays up, opposite leg, slapping from inside, slapping with the sole of your foot. There we go. 10 and then switch. Remember to switch when you're ready. Good. To the wall. Grab your water if you need it. Have it with you. Alrighty. I'm still in Priska's one, her dancer movement. We're gonna go inside. Make sure that you have space. Arms are straight. In and out. Remember to start gentle. Don't go too high right away. Let your muscles open up. Good, and switch legs. Good. Leg lifts to the side. And switch. Good. This time swing out behind you. And switch legs. Good, and relax. Micro leg lifts. Use the wall if you need. If you want to work on your balance, come off the wall and come up with the micro leg lifts. Yeah? One works on getting you higher. The other one works a little bit more on the standing leg and balance, yeah? So whichever one you want. Do about 10 and then switch legs. And let's keep the movements as tiny as we can. So we use little leg muscles. And switch. Good. To the side. And switch legs. Nice, Priska. Good. And to the back. You can place your hands on the floor for this one. Good, and switch legs. Good, and relax. Last one, stretching out our calves, up against the wall, and make sure that your leg is straight. If you need to, and this is not enough or it's not working for you, come off the wall, lift up your toes, bend down slightly into the stretch. Sometimes the wall doesn't help. You get the same stretch running up the calf, yeah? And switch legs. Switch legs if you haven't already. There we go. And relax. Good. Grab a drink of water and back in your line, please. Good. All right, good. Hands together. Feet a little wider if you need it, and we're going to fold from the waist and dropping down. If we can, I want you to focus on trying and lengthening out your spine. Push the crown of your head away like we do in Qigong. Lengthen out the spine so we increase the stretch from the hip, therefore increasing the stretch in the back of our legs. Little bounces if you'd like now. Little forward, little back. Letting yourself stretch just a little bit deeper. Good, and rise up. Keep the same width of your legs. Straighten out one leg. Make sure your toes are pointed out. Square yourself up and fold. Okay. Place the same hand down by your foot. Square your hips out to the front. Extend the opposite hand up. Yeah? And if you can, ideally, we look towards our hand that's up. So we got hips and chest is squared to the front. Our leg is pointed out to the side. If your balance is good and you would like to go deeper, take that arm, put it behind you, reaching for the opposite hip. You open up a little bit more. The shoulder opens. Nice. Good. And release. Slowly come up. Toe comes back to the front. Opposite toe faces out. Fold at the hip, facing the leg. Good. Same hand down. Twist your chest, your hips to the front. Opposite hand goes up. If you need more of a stretch or comfortable, drop the hand down behind, reaching for the opposite hip. Opening up your shoulder further and increasing the stretch. Good. And release. Slowly come up. All right. Something to keep in mind when we are coming up from low to high, try and come back gently versus rushing, especially as we get a little older. We don't want blood to suddenly rush up to your head, or at the very least, as we do, tongue to soft palate, yeah? Good. On the floor, feet together. Okay, leg lifts. Hands further away, the harder it gets. The hands closer to your body, the easier it is. I want you to lift 10 times, yeah? Use your core, don't let your back fall down behind you. Good. Nice. With me, we're going to try and go to the L-sit progression if we can. Slowly, slowly do it every time. Work on the legs and the core for it. All right. Inhale, breathing in, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold from the hips. If you need some yoga blocks, go ahead. I want you to focus on getting your stomach, your abdomen towards your thighs versus dropping your chest down. So if we can, let's help you lengthen out your spine. So you're not folding from the back, you're folding from the waist. There we go. Good. There we go. Yes, so you keep your back straight. Focus from the fold from the hip, yeah? And if we can, crown of the head up, lengthening out the spine. Give you guys another minute with your stretching assistance. Good, and release. Okay, another 10 leg lifts, okay? Ready? Go for it. Good. Picking up one leg, placing the ankle just above the knee joint. If you are more flexible and would like to increase the stretch, take the leg and place it into the hip. Okay? I would suggest, gentlemen, stick to right above the knee for right now. Once your hip opens up a bit more, you can go in there. Yes. Same thing, breathing in, stretching out your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Priska, for you. One hand can remain on the foot. Other hand goes and grabs hold. Yeah, so you're keeping the leg tight, but you're also increasing the pressure within the hip, and the opposite hip too. And release. Good. Last 10. And with this one, I want you to try and focus on squeezing the leg muscles. Think of the hips and then squeezing the core. And if we can, we're going to lift up. Okay? If we can't, all I want you to think is lift the legs, lift the butt. Lift the legs, lift the butt. But keep that structure so we can focus on getting those points. Yeah? Nice, Priska. Yes. That's it. And Kate and Priska. Yes. And Tony. Good. Opposite side. Leg coming up, back into the hip. When we're nice and warm, that really works because your legs are ready to go and the core is engaged. It's much easier to try the L-sit then. Okay, inhaling. Exhaling, folding. Good. And release. Good. Feet no more than 90 degrees apart. Okay, so this one usually we lift up with both legs. I want you to work on a little bit more of actually using the body rather than being here and letting your body and back fall down. We're really going to frame just one leg. Same thing, keep the back straight, engage the core, drop down for a second to feel that engagement, and then we're going to do leg lifts. See if we can keep ourselves down, keeping the structure, yeah? Tiny movements, yep. Yes, other side. Yep. That's it, Priska. Nice. Yeah. No. We'll do a little one next time, the next round over. Okay. Facing one leg, fold forward. Gentlemen with the ropes, you can use the rope. Yep, that's it. So you want to try and work on the back. Keep that straight, fold from the hips. Yeah, it's quite fun. Yeah. We think it's close, but... Good. And release. Before we switch to the other leg. Earlier, we lifted up from the foot. Here, same thing, we're going to lift, but we're going to try and lift from the back. So just opposite opposing muscles. Yeah? If you need, you can go further forward, make it harder. Again, squeeze the legs in as much as you can. Good. And opposite side. And this keeps our legs nice and warm as we're stretching, yeah? Kate, I bet you could bring yourself up in this position, right? There we go. Good.
Like the legs are so light.
The squeezing, all of that. All right, face the other leg and fold. I'll show you later.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
easy.
Good, and relax. Hands in front, little leg lifts up, in front with both legs, yeah? Go farther, it gets harder. In front of you, it's easier. Oh, and relax. Shake out your legs if you need to. Good. Grabbing hold of both of your feet. Straighten out your spine, and then fold. Try and push the crown of the head away. So you increase the stretch, or it goes into the hip, then you fold. Because then you're working into the hip flexors. Otherwise, we just round from here, and it does us no good. So push, push. Use your hands here if you need to help straighten out that spine. Yeah. Okay, good. And feet together. Good. All right, before we go into straight folding over, I want you to flap your wings. So rather than go quick, small movements, I want you to think of bigger motions slowly and working into opening up the hips, yeah? Go slow, but control the descent. Don't just let it flop down. Feel that movement go. Each time, open it up a little bit more. Feel the hip open. Good. And then fold forward. If you want, circular motions, opening up the hip. Try and keep both sit bones on the floor. When you move to the side, don't allow one side to pop up. Keep both glued. Gentlemen, as you're doing this, every once in a while, you can focus on pushing back and maybe instead putting a bit of pressure inside of your knees. That way you can keep the spine straight and just work on opening. That's a plenty of a stretch sometimes, rather than having to fold. Yeah, very nice. You can even push from the back if you need to. Yep. Yeah. And then it automatically pushes into your hip flexors. Good. We're going to do a fun one that I think some of you might have done before with me or not. You place one leg in or one leg out. It doesn't matter. This is gentle rocking your baby. So essentially you're holding your foot in the crook of your elbow. Other hand comes around the knee, and I am just going to rock. And I'm working on slow, easy motions, yeah? This is just opening up my hip again, yeah? You can go up, you can go down, but think of feeling your joint. Yeah. And then really playing around like Friska is once you're comfortable and warm. Extending it, going up, going around, exactly, holding the phone. But just playing around, yeah? The slower you go, sometimes it's more fun, sometimes quick motions, yeah? Just feeling my hip, seeing what's going on, and just playing around with it, all right? Yeah, small movements are good too. Nice, kid. Yep, those are good. Moving outwards. Good. And switch. And rock your baby. So hold your baby, crook of your elbow, holding off to the knee, and then gentle rocking. And playing around. Nice, Kate. The small ones are sometimes just as efficient as big movements. Okay. Good. And relax. And knees apart now. Make sure your hips are in line with your knees. Your ankles are in line with your knees in the opposite direction. And when you're ready, rocking gently back and forth, or like we used to say, twerk. If you can, connect with your breath on this stretch. As we inhale, we want to relax. As you exhale, let yourself sink just a bit more. Feel yourself fall into it. Good. And release. Going into your side splits or opening up as much as you can. All right. First one, push the crown of your head away from your body. Push your hips forward and see if you can just put pressure. For those that's impossible, pushing from the back, pushing your chest out, again, putting pressure into your hips. You can rock forwards, you can rock back. Push up a little bit more. So, yeah. See if you can move your hands back a little further. That's it. So it's pressuring. Yeah, we go. Good. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to fold forward if we can. Good, and release. Okay, a little bit wider if we can. Good. Turn around and face one leg, and then gentle little bounces. Rather than folding right away, little gentle bounces. One thing to try and be aware of is we don't want pain. So if this bounce is creating a pain, stop at the point before where you're not so deep and there isn't any pain. If there's pain, our body will tighten up and we'll not be able to go further into our stretch. Discomfort is okay, but not pain. Good, and then switch sides. Same thing, little bounces. Find your spot. You're not in pain. Good. And release. Feet a little wider, if you can. And folding forward one more time. And release. Good. Gently bring your legs together. Shake it out. 90-90. Whatever helps you. Give your legs some love. Then we have a little bit more to go. We have the front splits. We're going to change it up slightly and just work one leg at a time. So we'll do the pre-exercises, a few different variations, then go into one side, come out of it, and then do it all on the other side. So if you can and you know which leg is weaker for your front splits, I want you focusing on that one first. Not the strong one, but the weaker one. We end up being more dominant on one side, so that side tends to be more open. Let's work on the opposite side if we can today. Okay. When you're ready, stand. We're alive, everybody okay? She's alive. One leg forward, one leg back. Try not to be on one line. Try to be a little bit separated. Back leg heel is up. And hands go up. I want you to focusing on pushing the back hip forward. Push the heel of the back leg down or back and the hip forward. Hands up or hands on the hips, it doesn't really matter. It just increases the stretch, whichever direction you need. But focus on pushing, keeping that leg nice and straight. Good. Rather than twisting to the side, we're going to open up the foot a little bit more. Place the hands down. The leg remains straight. And I'm just going to rock slightly, but continue pushing the hip forward, okay? Yeah. Keep that back leg nice and straight. Okay, relax that hip down on the floor, the back leg, and then see if you can drop down. Okay. I'm opening up the opposite hip. Nice. Yeah. Good. Gently come up. Continue pushing that back hip down and increase the stretch with the knee on the floor. Hands can go back if you want. Hands can stay on your hips or just above the knee. Good, and release. Straighten out that front leg. Grab hold of the toes if you can, otherwise the floor, the opposite leg of the shin, and bend. If you need to, rock forward into the earlier position, into the low, low lunge, and back into straight. Kind of flossing out your hip. Good. Now, left leg, right leg, whichever leg is forward, is now gently going to go into your split. So this time what I want, rather than, if you can go down, go ahead and go down. But what I want you focusing on, I'm going to bring you your blocks, if you will. And rather than focusing on folding, I want you focusing on going to the point where you're still using your blocks and the weight is dropping you down. So it's going straight down rather than bending forward and impinging from here. We want a nice straight line. So give me a moment, I'm going to grab the blocks for you, yeah? Go and help them, thank you. Gracias. Yeah, some more. Yeah. Okay, definitely need more here. You know what? There we go. There we go. Good. There we go. Put a double. One there. Yeah, good. Perfect. That's it. Try not to lean forward. Let that weight drop straight down if we can. So here, I'm not going to come forward. I'm letting the weight help me drop down. But remember to breathe and relax. Ideally, we should be smiling if we can. Okay, come up slightly. No, not too much. Just a little bit. You're going to drop down a little bit more and then tighten everything in your legs. Grip the muscles in your hamstrings, in your calves, in your quads. Grip. Really grip and hold. Like we talked about the breath yesterday. Grip and hold. Hold, hold, hold. And then release. You'll find yourself sinking a little bit more. One more time. Grip. And release. Good. And come out of your stretch. Okay. If we can, I want you to sit kneeling. Place your hands right above your knees. And just calm your breath. Good. When we're ready, we're going to stand again. Remember, your breath can control your nervous system. It controls everything. So breathe through as much as we can. All right, other leg forward, the other leg back, nice and straight. Push the hip forward. Hands up if you want. Hands on the knee if you want. Try and keep the back leg nice and straight. Good. And drop the hands down. Open up the leg if you need to, but keep the back leg straight. Keep pushing the hip forward, increasing the stretch. Yeah. Not bad. Good. Knee down. And see if you can drop down a little bit more. Yeah? If you need to, go a little wider. But focus on opening up the hip here. Good. And come up. Keep the back knee on the floor. Push the back hip forward. Hands can come up, above the knee, on the floor, on the hip. Okay, straighten out that leg. And just fold over it. Okay, and then gently rocking forward into the first position and back. Now, you guys can use your blocks when you're doing this, especially when you're in this position. The blocks will help so you get a bit more pressure. Yep, and it'll be more comfortable. And then whenever you're ready, slide the front foot forward into your front split. Same thing, go only as much as you can and let the body weight drop down, yeah? Maybe. Good. I'm going to adjust your back foot. Yeah, see here? There. Keep the leg in a nice straight line. Okay, I'm going to adjust your back foot here, okay? Sorry. Okay, here we go. There we go. We want that hip as much as we can square to the front. There we go, yeah. Gentle, yeah? The more we turn, those little muscles work better. Yeah. 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 Okay. Same thing as before. Come up a little bit. Grip all of your muscles. Hamstring, the quad, the glutes. Grip. Grip, 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 grip. And release. Sink a little deeper. Essentially what we're doing is we're tiring out our muscles and allowing it to sink just a little bit more. We're cheating them. Same thing. Lift up again. Squeeze. And release. Nice. Okay, and release. One more time in the kneeling position. This position actually is good for releasing your legs too, because your heels are hitting your glutes and your hamstrings at the same time. You can also release all the tension that you just had. But I want you just to connect to your breath for one more second. Bring everything down. And whenever you're ready, we'll stand, yeah? Take your time. Good. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Priska, for the earlier class. All right, stand straight, bow. Let's enjoy some dinner.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.